All right, we are back from the break, and I've pulled you guys over to the third floor.
Oh.
So, should it be somewhat familiar to you guys? One of the players had to step away for a moment, so I'll probably drag her token. I'll drag
Yes,
Leva's
I
token along.
remember. I went on a killing spree up here.
Yes, and there are lizardmen cleaning up the gore.
Glaring at you.
Yeah,
not
probably
really.
Keep that
Not
part
really.
on the down low.
Braxon wants to check out the. Is this the way up or the way down?
The
Oh, that's the stairs down that broke, isn't it?
Yeah, these stairs go down. They have collapsed. The stairs up are on the other side of this block that you're just above.
Oh, what, there?
Yeah, they're in between the two stairs.
Oh, right, because I can't see anything.
Right, because you need to go to the other side of the wall. You need to go around this area.
Oh, I see. Sorry.
Yeah, we would have to dig that out or something to get up there.
Alright, let's go left again.
Right, so Braxon says, "Okay, you coming with us this time?"
I'm going to recommend going right for now. Well, actually, Lafdul, you said you had to step away in 50 minutes?
Uh-huh.
All right, yeah, go left. Sorry. There's a locked
It's
door.
only literally...
There's a locked door to the left, so if you're going to go left, you'll be more likely to get to it sooner, and he can do anything that he needs to do.
It's literally just going downstairs, turn it off, run back upstairs.
Oh, okay.
It's not, I don't have to go...
All right, no,
longer.
fine. That's fine. You can
What's
go wherever
with
you
this pure darkness over here that I can't see even though Higgimus is in there?
want. Because I did not edit the tokens. Give me a second.
Braxton can see.
There you go.
Braxton's iron stone works properly on this floor.
It's a shame I'm not one of the other elven special breeds, because he has the ability to grant improvision as a spell temporarily.
Oh, you can always switch to 80s.
You
Never
could
be
do
a
that.
special priest.
You could do that.
No, I like air of anti-mage.
So hang on, are we going to check
Despite
out?
the fact that it'll probably screw me over at some point. But
Are we going to check out these lizard men rooms and find out which ones used to be the barracks of the bad lizard people?
These rooms down here have been taken over as just barracks for lizardmen.
Right.
Varadra, looking around at them, would indicate what she thinks they were. If you want that information.
Mm-hmm. Oh yes, please.
Okay. She suspects that this room here was once a supply room, equipment and supply, held armor, spare ammunition for the heavy weapons, that sort of thing. And she would indicate that the room all the way on the far end would be a duplicate of that.
Right. Braxton's going to check the door of the suspected armory to see whether it's like a explosive-proof door.
It is not.
Just a normal door.
Yeah.
so there's no like hidden stash of gunpowder.
No, I went to a real-world fort and they had like copper hinges and stuff like that. So
yeah.
Does it make a spark?
Yeah, but you would guess that they probably didn't store smoke powder here.
Yeah.
You did not see any bombards coming in, so. The chamber down here, Varadra would indicate, was probably once a training room. You can see some things on the walls where targets might have been placed on the wall, that sort of thing. All of these rooms have been turned into barracks, however.
Okay. So there's nothing that is there anything in them that we would take or keep?
Not of particular interest to you. Nothing valuable. This room right here, and this room over here. They were once barracks for dwarves, but now they are weapon storage. So there is spare catapult shot, ballista shot,
Yeah,
ballista bolts, that sort of thing in there.
and that's all their stuff. So
Yeah.
not going near that.
All right, so that's all these rooms here.
Yeah, down here,
On this level?
they're basically mirrors of each other and stuff like that. This,
Okay.
of course, is the stairs up. They have collapsed. You will need to find a way to, like, you can still see the passage going up, but the stairs themselves have collapsed.
After goes outside, gets a breath of fresh air.
Yes, fresh air on an asteroid.
Say,
Fresher air.
Braxon turns to Lever and says, "So you had that spell for turning something into something else?"
I'm not sure that Leva is here right now.
I've just
Right.
come
Oh,
back.
got back. Okay, never mind.
Sounds like you got muffins or something.
I
Yeah.
have
So
no
so
idea
Braxon
what
says,
I'm talking about.
you when we before you turned something into a duck. Could you turn this pile of rubble into a staircase? Not this second.
Just a second.
Raffle's going
Walt,
to work
what do
on
you
that
think?
wood shape spell.
It's up to the volume and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm about to go and check that.
While you're looking that up, basically you tell them that you'd have to think about whether you could do that.
Yep, I'll have to think about it, Braxon.
So
What
this,
do you plan to turn it into?
A staircase. We want to
Oh.
go up the staircase that's destroyed, and she could repair the staircase, which might help the people living here as well.
I still don't know whether I could do it. It says the area of effect is special.
then it's in
Okay.
the text of the spell.
Oh, da-da-da-dum.
Anyway, if that doesn't work, someone
Oh
climbs
yes,
over
here we
it.
go. 1 cubic foot per level of the spellcaster in volume.
Yeah, 9 cubic feet is definitely way too little for the entire
Right.
thing.
Get like a step, a couple of
Well,
steps.
Yeah, a
Even if it
couple
was
steps.
max, it would be 14. That's not enough for a
Right.
staircase.
Yeah, you would have to cast it quite a many times.
What level spell is it?
It is level 5, so maximum
Oh.
2.
Right.
So this door leads out to a rear parapet that has a number of heavy weapons, 6 medium ballistae, and 3 medium catapults. If you're actually wondering, they are intact and or repaired.
Are these guys blocking the door for a reason?
They are guarding that area.
Prison.
Axis indicates that is where the priest king resided. She has closed off that section until you guys took a look at it, because you are more skilled at dealing with any potential traps and tricks that may exist back there.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you very much. Let's see if we can find any traps.
So you want to go in there?
Yeah.
You want to
let's,
find traps? I want to disarm the traps, ideally.
Same thing, isn't it?
The doors themselves, those doors are okay. They weren't locked. They were they were openable. People have been in there. It's just the stuff beyond it.
Okay. I hand over Lafdul the keys, since I'm guessing he's going to be looking at these doors.
Yeah, I guess I'll try the keys before ever trying to pick them. When I get to a locked one.
Okay. The corridor itself is definitely fancier than the
Fancy.
outer corridor. The while not marble floors and stuff like that, it is. It was clearly once polished
Hatched.
very nicely.
What's the ceilings like? Is there any decorative cornices and stuff up in?
Not really. It is arched and vaulted, but the walls are, again, nicely polished, or were. They've been marred by. They've been damaged over time in some way that you're not sure. You'd have to examine it or be a stonemason to know for sure. And they're just like, I'm trying to describe it. It looks nice, in other words. And Varadra would indicate that she suspects that these were once royal barracks for the king who lived on the Citadel.
Oh.
King.
Yeah,
Yeah, clan leader. The king. They're
Oh.
usually called a king. Among the dwarves, at least. I mean, each citadel is essentially a little kingdom.
Yeah.
Or a portion of a kingdom.
All right, let's do this in the same manner. Left, starting on the left and going clockwise.
Each of the these first rooms, was quarters for one of the Lizard Priest King's royal guard. And they contain dwarven furniture in good condition, but little else of value. And it's pretty clear that items of value have been removed and taken from these chambers. You spend some time searching, and you find absolutely nothing of value in any of them.
Right. So
While they would be searching all these rooms, I'd be searching for traps.
All right, so there's 2 locked doors at the far end of the corridor. Is that where you're going to search for traps, or do you want to search for traps elsewhere?
I'm searching traps on the doors.
Okay.
I'm going to assume the Lizardmen have actually walked up and down. I'm actually going to ask them if they tried to open the doors.
So
Axis says that that she has barred the Lizardmen from going in, but she does indicate that while the heretic was ruling, her weighty slaves did go in and out.
right. So we could speak to them.
I suspect it's probably not even trapped.
So when you said
I'm going to do it anyway.
When you said we didn't find anything, or does that include Braxon looking under beds and checking the bottom of drawers and stuff?
Yes. It is pretty clear that these rooms have been searched and valuables removed.
Does Braxon find any empty secret compartments?
No empty secret compartments, but you do find like hidden cubby holes that might have been a good place to store some personal valuables. Not concealed rather than secret.
Yeah.
And they were empty.
Recently emptied, or?
Well, it's impossible to tell. Well, yeah, they were dusty, so not like recently emptied in like the last couple days.
No.
So Lafdul makes us.
Axis would tell you that the Priest King considered all valuables his own kind of thing. Most of the Lizardmen were not allowed to keep valuables of their own. All right, so Lafdul, you are taking a look at that door.
Search for traps.
Okay.
I'm becoming of a priest hoard valuables like that.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I said it's unbecoming of a priest to hoard valuables like that.
Really?
Depends on the
It's not-
priest.
It's not offensive. It's actually considered a very prestigious thing in my religion.
What if they were the priest of treasure?
Yeah, my deity is sort of something like that. Lafdul stretching the truth a little.
Lafdul, you do detect the telltale sign of a glyph of warding on this door.
I said, yeah, Higgimus just backs off. It's like automatic.
I can't handle too many more of those.
Higgimus,
Just nope right out of there.
Lafdul, Solas, do you want to step away from that door?
What do you mean, me step away? Solas can dispel it, or Lever can dispel it. I'm gonna set traps on this one.
I have already used my dispel last time.
Lever says she had
You can remove glyphs of warding with a remove traps.
I know, but
Okay.
I'd rather play it safe if she's got the spell.
All right. Leva, do you have a dispel magic available?
Yes.
If she doesn't, I'll do it otherwise.
Um,
It wouldn't affect me, would it? If she knows what she's targeting.
You would indicate to her what it is.
One question.
Yeah?
Could you use dispel magic to dispel multiple glyphs of warding. If
Yeah,
they
but it
are
would be
in
the area, and you would want, like, you would risk any other magic in the area.
Okay.
Not permanent magic. Magic items cannot be dispelled. Do you want to cast in such a way that you get both doors, Leva?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just looking what do
Well,
I have?
it's... I want to wait until at least see if I maybe figure out if it's some straps at the very least.
Well, then go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
What do you mean? Yeah.
Lafdul,
Be aware that if you say you don't want to do it and you ask Leva to do it, then she will do it. And she will put it onto both stores, even if you decide not to.
No,
So,
I want you to dispel both doors. I just want to find the trap first.
Lafdul, you do not detect any trap on this second door.
I go all the way down there. I say, "Yep, far away, Leva."
I got a question about this. Got this question about this area dispel. If you got a moment.
What does she need to roll again?
You need to give me a d20.
Did you roll a level variation?
I did just now, yes.
And potential wild search.
Psst.
Your spell does go off. However, since you would need Lafdul to check to see if there's still a trap there.
I call Lafdul.
Alright, Lafdul goes back over and inspects all that Leva's handiwork.
You're pretty sure that Glyph is still there.
I say, unfortunately, it's still there. Alright, there's no way for me to tell what kind of glyph that might be.
Nope.
Alright, I'm gonna heal myself up. Even though I probably got 2 hit points from my reach.
Leva, you want to come down here just in case something goes wrong?
She did.
I did.
Oh, she did. Okay.
Alright,
I hit myself in the other room.
Sure, I'm all right.
Okay.
Say, Lafdul, what would happen if you threw some paint over a glyph of warding?
The glyph would still be there because it's not scrubbed out. Oh, wow.
Yeah, but you couldn't touch it then.
In the process, you've probably recovered 3 more hit points, too.
Yay.
You don't really need to touch the glyph to activate it.
Alright, no,
Well, if you're talking about removing it, you would then have to remove the paint, and I mean, or it might just be like forcing it to trigger in such a way that it doesn't affect you. I mean, there's a lot.
I
of
just
ways.
put like most of my equipment down here, like my satchel and stuff.
Okay.
Like in this room, just behind the door, so it's out of the way. If it explodes, then
Okay.
I'm just basically got my what I'm wearing.
Okay.
Alright. Then I attempt to disarm.
I see Higgimus has gone in the side room. He's taking no chances.
Okay. You attempt to disarm that glyph. Unfortunately, you are pretty sure that you cannot do so from your position with the door closed and everything like that. And you do fail. That is a failure roll.
Does it trigger it off?
It does not trigger, no.
How far away is it?
It's in the doorway, but you are not able to remove it.
If I were to open the door, it would trigger.
You suspect so. Yes.
Or is it when you enter the room?
Well, it's primarily when you enter, but
What
you know now.
What can I see through the keyhole? I assume there's a keyhole.
there is a keyhole. The room is dark.
Braxon says to Lafdul, let's check the room next door, see if there's another way in. He's going to go into this room. And he's going to feel those walls and tap them.
Okay.
That'll probably take a while.
It will. That's a search. It would take you about 10 minutes to search that whole wall.
Okay, cool.
You do not find any secret passage into the room.
Okay.
I'm gonna. No.
Do you want to go inside and try to disarm it from inside?
Opening the door trigger it, so it's just a case of just triggering it.
I can get us inside without opening the door.
Yeah, but do you have to expend a permanent limited use item?
No, it's a spell.
Oh, what, you got knock or something?
Thrallness.
What? Oh, yeah, but that doesn't...
It allows to go through
Oh.
doors and such.
Alright.
So you could go through like the wall or something and not even trigger the glyph, and then he could go and deal with it.
Once it's triggered,
no, you would not be able to try to remove this again until you gain another level. You had a failed roll. Anytime you fail a roll to pick or open or remove a trap.
Attempt to set it off safely?
Wait, I got a brilliant idea.
I will hold on. I will, if you want to try to trigger it in such a way to minimize harm to yourself, I will give you a bonus to the saving throw.
Is it possible to give yourself like cover or something?
That's that's essentially what you're trying to do. I mean, you're aware of what it is. You don't know exactly what it does, and you're basically just trying to avoid as much of the damage as possible. But you're gonna take some.
Higgimus has those gloves. Could he get a shot?
No, he cannot do anything with traps.
Okay.
Question?
Yes.
If Leva was to cast there, not there on the door, would that work?
You cast there, not there on the glyph.
It would work in that you could just walk right in if you're not seeing the door, but that's not going to get rid of the glyph of warding. And no, you cannot cast there, not there on the glyph itself.
Mm. It does, however, last for quite some time, 1 to 6 turns.
Yeah, but that doesn't prevent the problem of getting into the room. I mean, like, not triggering this thing.
Would we still trigger it if
yes,
the door...
that's what I just
then that
indicated.
misunderstood, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looking at my Chaos Ward spell, would I get a plus... Any missile or ranged spells, would it be classed as ranged spell?
No.
Hmm.
It's an area effect. That's what it would be classed as.
Blast would give me +1 to my saving throw. Has anyone got any buff spells? I attempt to trigger this. I've only already got the one. I'll do it. Just give one extra hit.
You cannot cast there, not there on a wall itself. The wall itself is not an object. I would roll.
Lafdul.
I also have a pass wall.
Higgimus, yes.
Lafdul, I have my sword. You can use it.
What?
You can use my sword.
What's your sword going to do? Oh, your aid. That's going to be a spectacular sight seeing Lafdul try to wield a two-handed sword.
I would say that you can't. Well, actually, you can use any weapon, can't you?
Yeah, I can. I'm not restricted by weapons.
Okay, then yeah, you could use it.
So
I might have to verify that.
Would the glyph activate if a door is opened but no one basically physically touches the door themselves?
The act of opening the door at this point would trigger it.
I mean, we could open the door remotely once it's unlocked.
Yeah, can we unlock it and then back away and then have Lafdul use telekinesis on
The
the door?
nature of the key would require you to open the door in the process. It would not unlock otherwise. It's one of those, like, the lock itself is also the tumbler kind of thing.
What about pass wall on the wall?
Pass wall on the wall would certainly avoid all this, but pass wall is not permanent.
That's true.
But can we
Lasts
use
a
pass
while.
wall?
It does last
How
a
long
while.
does pass wall last?
What?
How long does it last?
Oh, just a moment. I was asking. Theoretically, now I have to find it first.
that's a good idea.
It's
you
a
could
1
use
hour
fast-
plus 1 turn per level.
Then let's cast pass wall, loot everything out of the room, and then just leave this room alone forever.
What do the others say?
Yeah, I got any on my weapon.
That's fine.
Would we trigger? Is there a possibility of triggering the ward when we go in via the wall?
Glyph of warding is quite a large area.
There is no, you would not trigger that one. There might be other ones you don't know. This is the only one that Lafdul is aware of.
Mm-hmm.
I want to verify this.
Yeah.
Literally, weapons, any.
Yeah.
I can literally use a two-handed sword.
Yes. Now, you cannot backstab with a two-handed sword because you can only backstab with weapons that are.
That's fine.
Yeah.
It just means I could potentially contend Higgimus' two-handed sword.
Yeah.
If
Not
you
that I
can
would
pick
do
it
that,
up.
Higgimus. Don't worry.
You can't even lift this two-handed sword.
Yeah, he can.
Yeah, I got 14 strength. I can use them.
There's no limitation on strength for equipment.
Let me.
Normal
Sorry, I'm
equipment.
just going to turn the oven off quickly. I'm be right back. One minute.
Yeah. There's no limitation when it comes to strength on equipment. What strength does is it gives you a penalty to damage and attacks if it's too low.
Right.
And of course, you have limited strength to carry things, so armor would slow you down if it's too heavy and your strength isn't high enough. There's no, you must have X strength to use this thing.
Right.
Higgimus, how tall are you?
8'9" or something like that.
He can hunch down though.
Oh, it's taller. It doesn't even need to. It's 10 foot.
I don't need to go in there necessarily.
Well,
So if Solas wouldn't carry anything else, he could wield jousting lance.
so never this pass wall spell. Does it allow us to get in once and out once,
Sorry.
or can we make any number of trips through the wall?
It opens a passage.
Yeah, it basically
It's,
makes a hole in the wall for a time.
Right. So we just take everything in that room and move it into the room next door, and then check it in the room next door.
Well, we have to say it's 5 foot wide and 8 foot high and 10 foot deep. So if the wall is thicker than that, then we're out of luck.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't, but I could actually memorize several of those and form a continuing passage. But at the moment, there's only one spell.
Yeah.
You're pretty sure the walls are not that thick, so you don't need to worry about that.
Okay.
So I'm figuring if you do that, then Braxton's going to go in and pass things to someone back in the outside room.
The caster has to go through.
Oh, the caster has to go through.
Caster and any associates. Well, okay. Doesn't actually say that quite like that. Any associates can simply walk through.
Right.
There's not really a super rush. I mean, the spell lasts for hours.
Yeah, so I'll go in with Leva and I'll grab some stuff, and then we won't have to ever deal with this room again.
I was only thinking
There might be an other traps inside, so I think the best option would be just try to minimize the damage that the Glyph might do and activate it.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. If there was traps, it would just be me, and I can pass things out to the rest of you, and then come back out.
I mean, you could all you've got people who haven't taken any damage from other things. If you want to say, just I'll brave the damage. I mean, so keep in mind that one of the big things about early D&D games is that no party is completely bereft of a task. You know, if a party doesn't have a thief, that doesn't mean that you can never open a door that's locked. You can never deal with a trap. It just means that you have to find other ways of dealing with it, and that just might mean sucking up the damage. So,
and in this case, since we can disarm it and waiting for tomorrow to have new dispel magic would be too much. Basically, it's easier just to soak the damage and.
Well, somebody throw a heal on me, and I'll go in and soak the damage.
Oh. Well, I'm quite happy to go in and take the damage.
Lafdul has the. Old did say that Lafdul could have a bonus to his saving throw to reduce the damage.
Yeah, I don't mind doing it. I'll just take all my equipment off, put it somewhere other than my chainmail, and my ring regeneration.
Well, it's up to you if you want to do it.
Yeah.
I did offer.
Okay. I will borrow Higgimus' ring of fire resist if he's got it, because that seems to be too. Actually, no. Oh no, it's too much metagame. Solid.
I don't think you can wear my scale mail of lightning resist.
Yeah, I can. I just can't use my magic.
Yeah, that's the problem.
That would take too long.
Also, it would hurt your thieving skills.
Okay, why don't you use my sword to get the aid spell on you?
Yeah, I'll do that.
I'll let you know the code word.
I've been around you long enough.
Gasp.
What was that, 1d8?
Yep.
Yep, 1d8.
Yeah. The code word is by the power of Grayskull.
That's wrong.
There's clearly a conflict of interest in here.
Oh, that is
What one's a temporary hit
brilliant.
points on this? Well, it's not going to, it's 1.
Does-
I'm just -1 to the damage.
Yeah.
I'm taking everything, including my boots.
That's fine.
It also gives you a bonus to your saving throw.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I'm basically in my chainmail, my rings, basically. Even my sheaths are off, my pouch is off.
All right.
So if anything takes a saving for a risk,
All right.
my aim destruction, it says 3 items.
Okay.
Alright, I attempt to trigger the trap.
Okay.
With
You
the key.
stick
Actually,
the key in the
can I-
lock. Yeah. What?
Can I have that buckler out that potentially ruins spells? I never know how that works.
Yeah, you can use it.
I attempt to use that tiny little buckler as cover.
Okay.
So +2 on everything.
Lafdul,
Yeah.
question. If you go in and you trigger the trap, why can't you just trigger the ward at the door and then walk through the door?
That's what he's doing. He's
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm doing it in this, mitigating the damage.
okay. Go ahead and make your saving throws. You turn the key and open the door.
What, save rest of spell? Mind
Yeah, save
effective
rest of spell.
lawful?
No, you do get you do get a bonus from your armor.
I get plus... Alright, so my base target save is 12. I get +2 from the armor. Anything else? Oh, +3 because I got the aid.
Mhm. And
Mine's
you said that you were
lawful
trying
or
to
dex.
minimize the damage.
Yeah, so what do I get out of that?
I'll give you a +2.
+5.
You do not get any bonus from your dexterity because you're
Yeah, I'm just covering behind a shield or something.
well, and you're intentionally activating this thing. So
Alright, yeah, so +5.
Yep.
So my target is 7. Barely.
well, no, the target isn't 7 because you included the 5 in the roll. What's your saving throw versus spell?
My base is 12.
Right. So you needed
I
to,
got-
with the plus, you needed to get to 12.
No, this is...
You can't.
Oh my
you can't.
gosh.
You're taking the 12 and subtracting the
Oh,
5
no.
from it and adding the 5 to the roll.
Alright, so
you're doubling it.
Yeah, so I roll a 1d.
Well, you
20.
rolled. Yeah, you rolled with the 5. That's your bonus. You still need to get above a 12.
Look at my character sheet. You look.
All right. Hold on a second.
I'm doing this. I know what you said, but the way I have done I shouldn't have done the +5.
Yeah, but you did do the +5.
I can't wrap my head. I can't think.
So right, you can either add the bonus to the roll or subtract the bonus from your target. One or the other.
Oh yeah, I see. No, I read. Yeah.
So you added it to the roll.
Yeah.
So your score, the number you need to hit is still 12.
Yeah, I rolled an 8 out of 12. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Now I get it. Now it makes sense.
So you turn the key in the lock, push the door open, trying to rush through it. You've got the buckler facing down towards where you know the glyph is, and this bitter blast of cold air and ice springs up around you and blasts you in the face. And let's see.
At least it wasn't fire.
Braxon's got the code ring, but how often have we ever had a code trap?
Yeah, but I think the point was that this is damage that you can regenerate, unlike fire.
Which is nice, but you never know. I might lose something from this. So that's why I took my items off, or as much as I could.
You suffer 9 points of damage.
9. This is...
And it seems like that shield offered you some protection.
Woo! Oh, sun protection.
Yeah, you're not sure exactly how that works.
I really need to figure out how this shield works.
Yep.
You got legend.
I mean, you have some
Reduced
ideas
cold
now.
damage.
You do not think that it specifically reduced the cold damage itself so much
I
as
know
helped
it
you
tends to-
avoid the magic itself.
Yeah, whenever I've cast spells, it seems to have interrupted my magic as well.
And let me go ahead and
Lafdul re-picks up his equipment.
do that. So, yep, the glyph is now abated, and you can freely enter the room.
You see a shivering Lafdul holding up a thumbs up.
He's covered in frost and like so much so that small icicles have formed on his hair and tips of his ears and stuff like that. And yeah, he's
Solas offers wineskin that has a bit strong wine in it.
Leva asks Lafdul, "Aren't you cold?"
A little. He's shivering.
Shivering, his arms are crossed, his hands in his armpits.
Do
No,
you want a fireball?
no, I'm perfectly fine.
Do you want a fireball?
Solas offers wineskin that has a strong wine in it and says, take a drink of that. It will warm you up.
Or does Braxon finish
Alright, Lafdul
taking
will
that ball for 10 minutes
take
yet?
Solas up
Yes,
on
he
his
did.
offer. He'll have a swig, because
Okay.
he is pretty bad at the moment.
Braxon comes out and sees Lafdul covered in ice cubes and goes, "What's going on?
That was the
Just
trap.
Just the hobby.
What, a trap on this door?
Yes.
Why don't you just kick the door open?"
It would have. That's what I was doing. I was still triggering the trap regardless. I would have still been hit by it.
Is the door open yet?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can see
it is.
inside. Inside, you can see a large bed. It's clearly not a dwarven bed, and it's not as nicely made as some of the nice beds that you've seen. You'd guess that this was probably taken from a ship that they attacked. There is.
dust on the floor.
I'm sorry?
Is there dust on the floor? Does it look like the lizard people have been in there?
This room has clearly been used.
Right, thank you.
I mean, Axis did tell us that this both room have been used by the lizard folk.
Yeah, I didn't know if
All of these rooms have
included these rooms. Sorry, carry on, Ald. I interrupted you.
And you got the key from one of the lizardmen.
Right.
There's also a fine table and a large lounge-style couch, and a shelf against one wall. The shelf itself holds pieces of dwarven crockery, dishes, bowls, flatware, chalices, that sort of thing. Not of valuable metal. They're all crockery, but they're all finely made. And it's about a dozen pieces. They're mostly set up as display pieces as opposed to, like, for use. And you can see next to the bed on the far wall, there is a large locked chest.
Yay, more traps. Lafdul's just becoming quite cynical at the moment.
I'll check the room if there is anything hidden, while Lafdul checks if there is traps on the chest.
I mean, as I said, you can just, like, pop the lid on the thing and hope that whatever the trap is not going to be that bad.
Yeah, Braxon says to Lafdul, I can always take the hinges off from the other side.
Yeah, you say that until he was a magic user. I strongly suspect he's put another glyph of warning somewhere. I mean, I do it.
Braxton's going to crouch down in the entranceway and look up on the ceiling inside the room.
Okay, what are you looking for?
Something to drop down as you go in the room that lands on your head.
Lafdul has already stepped in the room. If there was going to be anything like that, then...
Oh, did I do like that?
All right, then.
Yeah, well, you said that you were going back out to get your stuff, so...
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then Braxton's looking for anything anywhere else.
You do not see anything obvious.
Okay. Braxton's gonna get in the room.
Actually, I would grab all my stuff and take it over to the nice lounge, sit on the lounge and put my clothes on or stuff by the lounge.
Okay,
I say clothes, it's my boots.
That would be there.
Yeah.
So there's a bed in here. Braxton wants to check out the bed.
I give the couch a rating.
You'd give it a pretty high rating. I don't know what rating scale you're using or what other comfortable couches you've been on, but it's pretty nice.
He's got nice elvish furnishing in his room, so.
Is it a magical couch plus one?
You think that this is a dwarven couch, so maybe it's not quite up to your elven posterior standards?
Posterior standards.
It's still better than stone. Wait, is this a stone couch?
No, it is not. It is a It is upholstered.
Yeah.
Looks like nice furniture.
Yeah, it's comfy.
So, Braxton, you were going over to the bed to what?
Well, if there's bed knobs, Braxton's going to try and unscrew them.
They do not unscrew.
Okay. And he's going to look underneath for secret compartments and stuff.
Okay.
And loose stones and stuff.
You do not find anything under there. It's pretty empty and surprisingly clean.
Oh. So they've moved the bed in here.
Keep in mind that the Lizardmen have lived here on the Citadel for quite some time.
True, yeah. So they've had someone in here cleaning.
Lafdul's got his clothes on. He's going to start looking at his chest.
Okay.
For traps.
I'm gonna search for traps. Okay. You are pretty sure that there is a trap on there. Not a magical trap. You think it's a physical, mechanical trap. Exactly what type, you can't tell. You're pretty sure it would trigger by picking the lock or inserting a key in.
I say yes, another trapped chest. It seems to be my luck today. I'm casting Cure Light Wounds regardless of the fact that I'm going to regenerate.
It is good to think that our locksmith also is very good with traps.
What's with these pathetic healing spells today?
Not so good at healing, it seems.
You know what? I'm drinking a temper healing potion as well. No, I'm not.
Probably do that
no,
too.
I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not drinking.
Or...
It's up to you. If you want to drink, you drink. I made them to be drunk.
I mean, it's up to you.
I'll regenerate it at some point. I did use magics.
So do you want to
Yeah, I'll do
remove that trap?
Is this chest movable?
Yes, it is not attached to the ground.
Oh, is it heavy?
It's pretty heavy, yeah. I mean, it's a very, very sturdy chest.
Yeah, no, I'll say clear out the room, or I'll take it to another room, like over here. If I can, I'll ask Higgimus to gently carry it over here, and while I disarm it, while they search your room.
Okay.
I'll do that for him.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
I kind of need to be about someone to speed this up, ideally.
Well, okay, then
It's literally only like less than a minute.
Okay, you identify that how the trap triggers. So you trigger it safely, and a needle does spring out from a hidden compartment, and it would have jabbed your hand if you hadn't noticed it. And yeah, you do suspect that it has poison on it.
Can I collect this poison to another vial, scrape whatever I can, or take the compartment out?
Okay.
Given time or something.
You go ahead and do so.
So a second
and then
container of poison.
Picking the lock.
Yeah. Well, actually, no, I got keys.
Okay.
Keys.
You insert the key, turn it, and open up the chest. And I've lost my place. There I am.
Well, I'll go AFK while this is happening now.
Okay. Inside are some small sacks. Lafdul goes through them, and apparently I forgot to write down the value of one of the pieces of jewelry, so weird. You find 113 silver pieces.
113, not 130.
113. 113.
Got it.
30 electrum pieces.
Got it.
And 212 gold pieces. In addition, there is a silver necklace with polished jet stones, a pair of plain gold hoop earrings, and 10 circular translucent dark blue-green faceted stones. And I will, of course, give you those after the session.
A necklace. What else was it? I'm sorry.
A necklace, pair of earrings, and 10 translucent dark blue-green stones.
Okay.
And that's what you find inside that chest.
To Braxton's and Solas is searching.
They do not find anything else of value other than the crockery.
Oh, okay.
Lafdul would be able to tell you that he suspects that they would be sellable.
Do we want the crockery?
I think that might be a nice present. Dwarven crockery.
Good quality dwarven crockery.
Yeah.
All right, so
we could offer it to the guy in charge of the dwarven barrio, Brow. He's our friend.
So that door is also locked. Lafdul did not find a trap on it. If it did have a magical trap, Leva's Dispel Magic did not do anything to it.
Okay. I will unlock the door.
Okay.
I will not step in, though.
Unfortunately, to do so, you have to do so to open it. So if there is a trap like the other one, then you would be hit by it.
Then I'll ask people like Braxton to back off a little bit.
Okay. I was going to say Braxon wouldn't mind opening the door.
Braxton's got more hit points than you.
Well, I mean, at this point, I mean, potato, I don't think it's going to do more than 32 points of damage, I hope.
It's up to you.
I'll do it.
Okay. Okay, so you turn the key and open the door. I need a saving throw versus spell. As a blast of cold air and ice surrounds you and freezes you.
Would I be correct in saying that neither of these traps would have affected Braxon?
You would not be correct, but you would be correct if you had said either of those traps would have harmed you less.
Yeah. And the same guy presumably made both traps. The same trap.
Given that the similarities, yes, that's safe to say. Whether the same person made other traps that other glyphs of warding, you can't say.
Braxton didn't see the last one because he was checking the wall out, but he goes, "Whoa, look at that!"
So, Higgimus, a freezing blast of air wraps you for 14 points of damage.
Oh, I'm back. I guess someone triggered a trap.
Yep.
Sorry, I had to go. I couldn't come back.
That's fine. That's fine. I did try to give an opportunity for Braxon to do it since, number one, he had more hit points, and I knew it was a cold one.
And he was volunteering. I volunteered about 3 or 4 times to go into both those rooms.
Some people are just gluttons for punishment, apparently.
I was already there. It doesn't matter. It's fine.
We can still chuckle about it.
I mean, Higgimus needs to feel something occasionally. He's
Braxon,
so dead inside.
He did die
Braxon says, I'm definitely going in the next room. We think there's a trap in. Okay? No arguments.
Yeah,
And the
but you
next
have to know about it first.
Yeah, and the next trap is something like globe of
Fireball.
disintegration.
That's
A
fine.
fireball.
So
it's just job security for Solas.
let's see. Exposed stuff to that that blast. Your armor. What armor are you wearing?
I'm wearing that banded armor.
Okay. Okay, that's fine.
My great sword.
All right, that's fine.
The other great sword.
That is fine.
My gun, the magical gun.
That is fine.
Another gun, regular gun.
That is fine.
Another gun.
Another gun? How many guns?
3 guns. Beyond 3 non-magical guns.
3 in total or 3 more?
3 more.
3 more.
Where do you keep all those guns?
Bandolier.
Those are fine.
Bandolier.
Those throwing daggers. The magical ones.
Those are fine.
Okay.
Aren't they sheathed?
It'd still be
What?
affected. What was that,
The what?
Higgimus?
Sorry. My boots.
That is... They're fine.
Gloves.
His captain's hat.
Do you want me to tell you each piece of clothing I'm wearing?
That's fine. No, I'll make 1 roll for all of your non-magical clothing.
Okay.
That's all fine. Your backpack?
My backpack.
That is fine. So everything inside the backpack is fine as well.
Okay. Belt pouch.
That's fine. Any other belt pouches, I'm going to do that 1 roll for that. So that they're all fine.
All right, we're good.
Okay.
My rings. Do you have to roll for those?
I do, yes.
2 rings.
They're fine. You got really lucky with that last one. It was just the number needed.
Oh,
Lucky you.
The good news about cold is that almost everything has really good saves versus cold.
Yeah,
Most
good.
things are saves.
So I didn't need to save when I have my shield.
Well, you made the saving throw, actually, because of that shield.
Oh. Oh. Wow. That's... Damn.
Brr.
Yeah, now Higgimus is covered in little icicles and frost and a tiny bit of chill.
Higgins is going to say, all right, door is open, and he's going to step to the side and grab that torch on the wall.
So Solas will again offer a swig of strong wine to Higgimus.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Braxton's going to go into the room so that if there's any other traps, it's not going to get Higgimus.
Well, anything else on the door would have triggered for Higgimus.
I
So.
can search for traps first.
Yeah,
Well, you did search the doorway, so...
No,
You want to
I mean
search inside for traps?
Yeah, I'll
Go on
search. This is the last room, isn't it?
On this side, yeah.
Oh.
Braxton backs off.
I'm only going to search for traps. I mean, if I don't find anything, then...
You do not detect any traps in the doorway.
Alright, there's no traps in the doorway. You can come in vaguely where I'm standing.
Well. Okay, so you enter the room. The Varadra would indicate that she suspects this room was once a common training room for royal guards, but it has been clearly turned into a bedroom, and a fairly opulent one at that. There's a large
was that
bed.
his partner?
Axis would indicate that she does believe that the other room was the Lizard Priest King's concubine, and this is his room. Most of this furniture you are pretty sure has been taken from other ships, and it is in very good shape and quite opulent. There's a large bed covered in large cushions and pillows, a luxurious lounge couch. You see a shelf covered in dwarven-made objects of value. Obvious value, you see a gold statue of a pair of delphinids surrounded by swirling phlogiston.
Wow, that's nice.
There is a strategy game of some sort made with onyx and sardonyx pieces.
A strategy game? Does that remind Braxon of the one we were given by the Dragon Lady?
It's completely different.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Golden chalice with polished lapis lazuli. Silver dish with flat layers of turquoise. An obsidian figure of a scaver. 3 bronze figures of dwarves in various positions like dwarven warriors. 5 marble figures of dwarves. All of these are about 6 inches tall. 2 golden dwarven statues. Actually, my mistake. They're all about 15 inches tall.
Ooh, gold statue.
So, an obsidian figure of a scaver. If that figure would turn into a magical scaver, says Braxon.
Anyone have detect magic?
No.
Not anymore.
Be quite fun if you could turn that into a magical scaver and ride it around.
Might be magical. You never know.
We can try tomorrow.
Yeah.
Not today.
Okay, Braxon is gonna. Is there any weapon mounts on the wall back from when this was a weapon room?
No.
Ah, okay. So Braxon's not going to be checking for invisible weapons. Right, you check the bed first.
All right, Solas, you don't have any. Oh, there's also a large chest against the wall next to the bed.
Okay.
Solas, you don't have a detect magic?
I've used it already.
Okay.
Yeah, Braxon to check the bed first. He's looking for things in the bedpost hidden under the. Someone told him you take off the bed knob and hide things in the pole, like scrolls and stuff. So he's checking for that. Then they'll go on to looking in the drawers, looking underneath the drawers, looking for secret things in the chest where...
It's almost like you missed your calling as a thief or something, Braxon.
You do not see anything of the sort in the bed knobs or underneath the bed.
Yeah, he might not be good enough to be a thief, but he can have thiefy thoughts. And just be rubbish at it. Like when he tries to sneak around and he makes...
Is there a chest in here?
Yes, there is a large chest.
Alright, now well, searches it for traps. Yeah, he's almost certain this one's going to be trapped.
Yes, that one definitely has a glyph of warding on it.
Oh. Does it look the same as the other ones?
That's not something that Lafdul can tell.
You know what?
Could he not tell the shape of it?
No.
He
sees the because glyphs of warding are invisible. What he sees is
an outline.
Not an outline, but you see the telltale signs of the material component that was used and other, kind of a gut level sense.
All right. Well, look, if you can't get it off, the last two will buy some spellcaster that does frosty stuff, and I did quite well on that cold planet. So let me open it if you can't get it off. Shall I
attempt? No, I can still attempt to disarm it, but it might trigger in the attempt.
Yeah. Do you
I'm
want me to get out while you do it?
Yeah, I'm going to take all my stuff off again, annoyingly. Lafdul's frustrated at this point.
Okay.
I will borrow
Well,
your
give
ring of
him-
code resist if you got it.
Okay.
Yeah, Braxton takes off his ring and gives it to Lafdul.
So
I'll
I got my
give
ring
him
of
fire. Two. No, he has to wear his ring regeneration.
yeah, if in case I die. If we ever figure that out.
Okay, Lafdul, you're going to attempt
Wait.
to remove it?
So I've got my chainmail, I've got my Braxon's ring of code resist, and I got my ring of regeneration.
Okay.
And my 3 items.
Okay. You examine the location of the glyph, and very, very carefully you attempt to ruin the glyph in such a way that it will not trigger.
Mm-hmm.
And you succeed.
Yay, I've disarmed it.
Well, hey.
Lafdul tries one of the keys and opens the lock.
Okay.
You get
turn the key, and you hear the click, and you're able to open the chest.
Alright, Alright.
Okay. You open it, and you see a number of sacks inside. This is a large chest filled with sacks of valuables.
Braxton's
well-
going to come back in.
While people are sorting through the chest, I assume I don't have to do it because I'm gonna. I mean, I want to, but I have to get my clothing and all my stuff back on.
Okay.
So I'm just in the room, just like show and tell as Lafdul's putting this gear back on.
Braxton holds out his hand as left past.
What do you mean? Oh yeah, your ring. I give back his ring, of course.
Thanks very much.
Yeah, it thankfully wasn't needed.
Well done fixing this glyph.
Sometimes it just goes that way. Sometimes it doesn't.
Sometimes you
Down
get
to
lucky,
how?
and sometimes you don't. Yeah.
Is it down to how happy your deity is with you that day?
Could be. He's amused by me failing,
So
as I'm sure
inside,
some of you are.
you find sacks with a considerable amount of coinage. Total of 2,289 copper pieces.
That's it.
Mhm.
2,289.
1,070 silver pieces.
Okay.
640 electrum pieces.
All right.
1,144 gold pieces.
Okay.
139 platinum pieces.
All right.
And you also find a small sack of gems. Inside are 4 polished Cabicon stones of opaque dark blue with white spider webbing. Of course, I'll give you all this after the game. 2 circular translucent dark blue-green faceted stones. They do match the other ones that you saw. 4 faceted teardrop-shaped transparent pink stones. 1 bar-shaped faceted purple stone. 1 spherical stone about 4 inches in diameter of sea green with internal flashes. A small rectangular faceted stone of opaque pearly white. 1 small round faceted colorless stone. 1 oblong transparent faceted stone of amber brown color. And 1 faceted opaque magenta stone with bands and splotches of paler pink.
Nice.
So it's some kind of garnet.
I will roll your appraisal.
It'll be done after, because there's a lot of gems to go through.
Well, I mean, this is just... I'm rolling appraisal to see if you actually
I just thought, because it's like
recognized it.
purpley pink, and they tend to be garnets, I think.
It is not.
Oh,
It
well.
is a stone that you recognize. You don't know what the value is right now, but you recognize it as alternately Wonderstone or Rhyolite. Also, that spherical stone that's 4 inches in diameter of sea green with internal flashes, Lafdul, You do recognize that as a Beljural, which is supposedly unique to realm space.
Oh, that's interesting.
You'll need to roll an appraisal to find out the precise value, but those usually are pretty valuable.
A stone unique to realm space.
I mean, you found a pink peridot on the hammer, which is apparently unique to that planet.
They still travel, it's just rare.
Yep.
They'll be more valuable out here because of the rarity.
That sounds quite fun, that you could collect stones from different crystal spheres.
Yeah, I need to...
Okay.
Something I need to bear in mind at some point.
So I will give you the descriptions of all that stuff afterwards.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ord.
Going around the rest of this level, you're not going to find anything else of value. If you guys, let me just move you all together so that I can move you around and give you a quick tour.
Okay.
And I will. Yeah. Need to.
What?
Solas kept moving as I was trying to grab him.
Putting them on the leash.
I was moving to the group.
Okay, so like you'd go up this corridor around the edge.
Oh, you can't pick.
There's only 5 of us.
No, there's 6.
There's 6.
There is.
And an NPC. Roger is with us.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't need to drag her with you.
She's gone off to find undead.
So up here, this is right around the. This is where that room you were just in, right on the other side of this wall. So to the south, there's a chamber that a pair of chambers that are they were guard captain quarters, but now they were used by the Lizardmen as a place for the Harwadi slaves. Right next to it is another guard chamber. Going up this way, oops, it deselected all of you. So this is just, it's going to be a little wonky for some of you because you might be half inside a room and half not. Let me see if I can do that. Hopefully you guys are not outside. Actually, let me just do it this way.
Can you stack us all up in one place?
I probably could, actually. Let's do
Like
that.
in World of Warcraft, I got moaned at when I went on a raid. they were like, well, no, we were all standing in one place, and I stood to one step.
We need for this situation, so one token for the whole party.
No, I've stacked you. That works. That does actually work.
Wish this all.
So this is around the edge up from there. This door leads out to a parapet with more heavy weapons. And through this room, there's some rubble.
Oh, rubble. Is the ceiling caved in?
The wall has caved in. But you can also see through a hole in the wall a ruined staircase.
Oh, is that up or down?
It goes up.
Ah, so another way to go up.
Yeah.
So we can check out which one's easiest.
So then coming over here, that's another chamber that's unused. These Harwadi are just kind of surveying, seeing what needs to be done in here. And again, more collapsed stuff. Let's see. There's more rubble of a staircase through there. You probably could get your token through there, but it really wouldn't be enough for you to actually get through within the game. It's just enough for you to see through and see what's beyond there.
Yeah.
Dang it, game. Or Roll20. So then coming back around the side, The other side is basically the same. So I'm going to drag you into the throne room.
So that's 3 possible staircases that we could get up on.
Yeah.
Are any of the staircases going up in a place that could be sealed off by the people that are still here? By that I mean, if we unblock a staircase and go up, would we let a load of monsters come down here?
I mean, the fact that monsters haven't come down, they haven't sealed them off, kind of gives you an indication that it might be safe.
Yeah.
But so there's these back doors in the throne room, and they lead to this corridor with the 2 staircases, ruined staircases that lead up.
Is it one staircase at the extreme left and one at the extreme right?
Yes.
Sort of? Right.
Yeah, so there's 2 ways up.
Yeah.
There. So let me go ahead and move you guys back down to the...
So that corridor with the 2 broken staircases is kind of... Apart from the holes in the wall, they could seal that off.
Maybe the holes in the wall, it depends entirely on what's out there. What's up there.
Yeah.
But again, nothing has apparently come down, so...
No, that's true. Yeah. I just thought if something chased us out, we all came running downstairs because we needed to.
Yeah. So, you guys are now back down by the quote-unquote main stairs going up. That's basically the areas that you just were, where you got all that treasure. It's mirrored on the other side, but that wasn't used by the Lizard Priest King. That was used by other personal guards, but they don't have any treasure. So they didn't have any treasure. So you didn't find anything. You searched, but there's nothing there. So I just wanted to speed that process up.
Okay.
Thank you.
So at this point, you do have the 3 different ways that you can go up, and it's up to you what you want to do. But you also want to do some identification on items.
Yeah. Well, we're not in a mad rush. Does anyone want to take a day to figure out what those things we can use them?
Yeah, so...
Technically, it would be more than a day, but...
okay.
Because...
Right, well, again, we're not in a mad rush.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, and we should heal ourselves from all the damage we took.
If you want to take a few days to investigate all the items, then I'll say that you would get fully healed. You'd take the time to do all that and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That sounds like an idea.
Okay.
I prefer that, yes.
That means we need to ask the questions about that corpse, because they're not going to keep a corpse out for that long.
Yes, you would need to do that.
Yeah.
Do you want to start with that?
Yeah, there's not much choice, is there?
Well, I mean, do that right now, or we only have a half an hour left in the session. It might end up being next session. That's kind of...
I would prefer it to be next session. That means you get a week for the questions, though.
Alright.
That's fine.
Let's do all the other stuff then.
What the items is.
Okay.
I guess first detect magic on everything we got.
Okay. The trident, the ornate trident, is not magical.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, but it's still gold.
But on the plus side, Higgimus can hold it without getting the shock.
The axe and the short sword are magical.
I'm going to actually have detect good memorized.
Okay.
I'm going
I mean,
to
you'll
be
have a
using
couple
that.
days, so that's fine.
Yeah.
At this point, I don't. As long as you're not being ridiculous by saying, yes, I'm going to cast 20 detect magics in 2 days.
There is
Solas will take care of the healing.
I don't have a problem with specifically keeping track of individual spells on individual days.
So I would probably take enough healing spells to top everyone off.
There's a few divination spells that I would say that I would be taking.
Okay.
Like no alignment, detect charm, telepathy, and stuff that I'm going to be doing. And mind read as well. I am going to be surreptitiously trying to gauge whether Varaja is under some kind of being overpowered by that hammer. The more we annoy the hammer, the more the hammer is taking over our personality.
All right, so what do you want to cast first? And what do you want to take a look at first?
I want to cast Detect Good because I want to find out if anything's radiates over good or whatever.
Okay.
Like that bloody lawful axe that Ockar's got.
The axe does not radiate
Oh.
good.
Right,
Does not indicate that it is good. That hammer of Varadra's, that is overwhelmingly good.
Not surprising.
Yeah, probably Bane against undead.
Nothing else that you have radiates indicates that it is aligned towards good.
Out of curiosity, is my buckler radiate good as well?
No.
No. Okay.
Nothing else we had detected as magic that we picked up.
Give me a second.
I would have had detect magic as well.
Does that detect good make anything that the rest of us already own glow?
No,
you picked up a dagger, a steel dagger with a silver hilt and a pearl pommel. That radiates magic. And you picked up a dozen light crossbow bolts. Those radiate magic. I think Ockar ended up with those.
What about that axe?
The axe and the short sword, as I said, both are magical.
Okay, I wasn't here when you said that. I was busy lifting up a tree.
I don't believe you picked up anything else. None of the pieces of jewelry or gems radiate magic.
No magical coins?
No.
No, the statues are good.
Nope.
Yeah, well, that's good, I suppose. We don't have. Is the lizard lady with us when we're doing this, out of curiosity?
You could go talk to her. She wouldn't be with you while you're doing this.
Yeah, she doesn't need to know what's magical, as far as Lafdul's concerned.
Let's see. So, no alignment. You said you weren't wanting to cast that, right?
Yeah, on the... there was a reason for that. I can't remember now why I wanted. No, because I know the... Yeah, no, because the no alignment would be useful. I can detect an object, can I?
Mm-hmm.
Where is the spell? Yeah, on Ockar's weapon. I recently picked up.
The axe?
The axe, yeah.
Okay. The axe indicates that it is lawful neutral.
Oh, probably just anyone that's lawful. It's the anti-Lafdul axe.
The short sword does not indicate that it has an alignment. Anything else that you wanted to check?
They were the two main things.
You got a full turn, so you can check 10 items.
What's out of curiosity? Do I get Flodge's alignment? Would I know if she's lawful or good? I know she's good. I think she's good.
She is. I mean, yeah. If you want to, so that's the third.
If she's happened to be, she's resting with us casually.
Yeah.
I could just feign that I'm doing the hammer, but I'm actually doing her.
That would be pretty obvious once you spend 2 minutes checking the hammer. She knows detect alignment too. You could pretend to be checking something else, I suppose. That's up to you.
Just feign it.
She's neutral good.
Yeah. Can I roll spellcraft to figure out if a good axe, a good weapon might, if it's of a different alignment than its wielder, would try to bring the wielder to that alignment?
No, you can't check that. You don't know.
Right, would that be a research thing?
Probably. You wanted to did you want to check the hammer as well?
Yeah.
That is
I just
also
say
neutral good.
Oh. Oh. Neutral good, neutral good. They're kind of like a fit. Oh well. Anyone actually? I get Oh, what's Higgimus? What's that sword that you think that's a bit funny? Bane against thieves.
Yeah, that's the one.
I'll check that one. Well, I'm there.
That is true neutral.
Oh.
What was the alignment for the axe?
You did think that
Lawful neutral.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
The
yeah.
sword.
It did.
The short sword was.
The short sword does
Oh.
not have an alignment.
It probably
about-
didn't affect me because I'm lawful.
Out of curiosity, I'm going to do my adamantine dagger.
That has no alignment.
Oh.
Check this new great sword that we got.
That is the new greatsword. That is a new two-handed
Yeah,
sword.
the one the Sphinx sword, wasn't it?
No, the other one.
Dwarven. Great
Oh.
sword.
Yeah. Hold on a second. Let me find that one.
I think I can only do this 10 times.
That one has no alignment.
Anyone want to make suggestions for him?
I think you got 4 things left.
Don't really have anything.
Sure.
There's at least one other thing.
There's Braxon's Trident.
Yeah, there's that. Yeah.
Oh wait, and there's also the trident that tried to kill us.
Yeah, but I think we got rid of that, didn't we?
No. It's
Oh
in the
yeah,
vault.
that's on the ship, but
Dude,
Chuck says
this
in
is
the vault.
this is. I'm not. I don't care about where things are right now. This is you're doing the stuff over the
Yeah,
course.
then
Whatever.
we're doing a detect
oh yeah, then
alignment
I do
that
it
too.
on the thing.
Okay, that is chaotic evil.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And what was the alignment for the undead Bane hammer?
Neutral good.
Okay, cool.
So 3 items left. Did you want to check Braxon's trident?
Yeah, sure.
That one has no alignment.
Yeah, I
Ooh.
figured.
Okay, next item.
Anything else?
Anyone got any noteworthy weapons they want?
I guess I could get Cock's Grow
what
checked
about-
out. My longsword or my spear.
Does Braxon stick at many buttons over alignment?
I'll do one
I
from Braxon
would-
and one from
well,
Ockar.
I would suggest something that you've been using for a while
Yeah,
is
you got a
either going to
feel
have
for
a
it.
compatible alignment or no alignment at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, true.
I mean,
Yeah,
we
that's
did get
good
this
call.
dwarven, or not the dwarven, but this other dagger.
Oh yeah, is that the dagger?
All right, sure.
Is that the dagger
Oh,
that
that
came
one with
with
pearl.
the axe or what?
No, that
You
was that one
could
of bolts.
you could check the alignment of that tarot deck.
That had overwhelmingly powerful magic. Any
Yeah.
Yeah,
divination
but
didn't
we
work.
haven't.
Check the
Yeah,
alignment
but
of
we
the
haven't
tarot
checked the alignment.
Oh, this might backlash on me.
So
I try.
Braxton's quite sad that the obsidian scaver is not a magical one.
Yeah, it is magical. What are you on about?
It is. Sorry.
Yeah, Lafdul. It was Spirit say Solas and yeah, it's magical. It'll make Braxton happy.
Lafdul, DMing you for a second.
Treat Braxton like he's the lady from
No.
from that one book.
Yeah, Braxton could dual wield tridents and have a magical scaver.
Nobody get Braxton rabbits. That's all I'm saying.
Like that's never been done before.
Lafdul, I just sent you something.
In
Roll 20.
how
Did Lafdul draw a card?
Probably.
It is. That's correct.
It's not saying so. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
It's literally
Just
that's what I'm typing. It's not doing it.
it might be. Hold on a second.
Might be the other way around. No.
No. It's hold on. I'll whisper again. Sorry. I do it by rote, so.
Oh, right.
And yeah, you guys are all at full hit points now. I mean, do take time to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, basically Solas would take care of it in the next day.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay.
How you
Would
describe that
I-
is up to you. Just what I said.
Alright. Yeah, I just said a tarot deck prevented me from scoring it. It just fails.
Wait.
It's too powerful for me to scry.
Interesting.
So it
We already know that every
blocked
identification.
out it blocked out your detection ability.
Yeah, and it made me lose my spell. But I think my spell ended more or less at the same time.
You had one more round in which to check something.
No, it just ended my spell, basically, prematurely.
Okay, this thing's starting to freak me out a bit.
Yeah, well, it was made by an extremely powerful person and it's influencing our lives somehow, but we don't know how. Well, we do know one time when we went to our asteroid for some reason.
I kind of want to forge an unopenable box to put it into.
But you have the key, and you know you can just open it.
No,
And
it'll be a box
besides,
without hinges, key, or
Doesn't
lid.
this deck really sound something like a Lafdul's deity would like Lafdul to use constantly?
No. Here's the
Yeah,
thing,
probably.
Lafdul. Here's the thing. It'll be a metal box. It'll have no latches, key, or lid.
So it's an egg.
Yes, an egg, but made of metal.
But
Nobody
then
can get
Eggs
into
can
it.
break.
I
it's made out of metal.
mean, you can go through metal if you want with magic.
Yeah.
Or adamantine, I guess. But
Okay. Were there any other detection spells that you wanted to cast?
Detect
Divination
charm. Roger.
Detect what?
Charm.
You do not detect any charm on her.
At least not yet.
I
I
just can't-
try to
I'm trying to
subtly
I'm just
honestly
trying to think
wind
of
the
a
hammer up
better
a little.
way to keep us out of danger with this thing because it's freaking me out.
Well, while the detect charms, I want to not necessarily antagonize Caesar. I'm just going to play along with a ploy, like to see if. Say, it might be a little while before we fight someone. I want to see if the hammer is just going to get frustrated and try to overtake her. That's what I'm trying to play on.
Plus?
That's the whole point of my detect charm, to see if she's being charmed.
Didn't you?
She tells you, okay, but sooner rather than later would be good to destroy undead.
Alright.
Undead are a scourge that should be eliminated, so, the sooner you can take care of it, the safer everyone will be. That's
And
what she says.
Does he detect as charmed?
She does not.
Was that her opinion before?
I don't think you asked her before.
Well, she's
Yeah.
good aligned, so
Also,
I'm pretty sure that
she's-
was her opinion
Yeah,
before.
pretty much every good aligned character would say that Getting rid of undead at some point would be good.
Yeah, but does every good aligned character then say, "Let's go and hunt them down"?
No, Hammer's been saying that, not our friend.
Well, the question is, does a deity want people to go hunting for undead or not?
She's got a traveling deity like mine, I think. I would have cast Mind Read as well to see if she might have been thinking about destroying undead or something more particularly. That's something I might have to do over the next few days or something.
Is that a saving throw for her?
I don't have to cast it at her. I can cast it and then walk into the room.
If it's a good weapon, you can probably ask it and it'll probably truthfully answer you.
Yeah, it's just bored. It just wants to. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's overpowering her personality, but you wouldn't necessarily know.
Leva asks the weapon, "Hey, are you influencing Voratra that she wants more, that she wants to go and hunt undeads more than she did before?"
There is no save.
Leva is asked already.
Yeah, I know. I was on about my mind read.
Leva, the hammer responds to you when you suggest to someone that they should take a specific course of action. Are you influencing them?
When you suggest it, depending on how powerful the suggestion is, yes.
Isn't there literally a spell called suggestion?
I'll say, but you're not coercing her, though, right?
Right.
Old
was about to respond. Old was about to say something, and everybody overtalked.
I never coerce. If she chooses to follow my suggestions, then she chooses to follow my suggestions.
How powerful are your suggestions?
How powerful are your suggestions?
Oh, that depends whether I put magic behind them or not.
Mine are just words.
I'm sorry?
Mine are just words.
Okay. Thank you.
That's good enough for Higgimus.
Good enough for Leva, to a point.
That's good enough for government work.
Braxon chuckles and says to Joyan, "Are you aware I've trained to use the warhammer?"
No, I was not aware of that. Are you interested in going to smash some undead?
I've smashed undead before, and it was pretty fun. Maybe we could fight together sometime.
Maybe we could.
That's why I was asking you what expertise you had about various different undead. I thought you might be able to advise on undead as well as just saying smash them. I mean, I must admit that is my usual fighting style.
Wait, do you have undead lore?
But that's what I was wondering.
Once they're smashed, does anyone really care?
Yeah, but let's get it into the...
It can be useful. I mean, if there's lots of them, then working out which ones are more of a threat to your colleagues can allow a fighter to take out the most dangerous undead. Don't you think it'd be better to destroy the most dangerous undead first?
Well, if you can get to it.
Yeah,
otherwise, you should fight the one that's nearby.
That's true. Well, I look forward to fighting.
Simple.
I look forward to fighting undead with you. Either with someone else using you or with me using you. Sounds fun.
Are we ready to identify?
I don't know.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I'm good.
I'll provide Leva with a pearl.
Leva, you're pretty sure that this spell cast quite powerfully.
Oh, 100%.
I feel this spell is good.
Meaning that you'll get extra checks out of it. Let me see
Sounds
how many.
good.
Okay. All right, so what do you want to start with?
Going back to when we fought that beholder ship. or the Ship of the Behold.
Mhm.
First up on the list I have is the Diamond Trident weather stuff
Yep.
that Braxon has. We know it has that one power to shoot stuff. See if we can find something else about it.
Might be able to find out its charges it's got remaining.
Charges, if it has any.
Yeah,
All right.
identify those.
Let me make some notes here. Okay,
Right.
so with 2 investigations by identify, you discover that it is it does have reasonable combat magic on it.
Reasonable? You've always used moderate.
I know.
medium.
I'm changing it up so that you're still guessing.
Dang you old.
I'm gonna start just going with it has combat bonus. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do. It has combat bonuses.
Yeah, but you usually got a rating out of that.
Yeah,
I don't want to
we
give you a
usually-
rating anymore.
Don't we usually get an idea of the strength of the
I
orc?
don't want to give that to you anymore.
But isn't that part of the spell?
Not really. It really isn't.
Later editions.
It really isn't. No, there's a higher level spell if you want to get exact information.
Oh,
2
then
higher
we
level.
have to start preparing that.
2 higher level spells. It also has a it does have charges. It's indicating that it has a minor number of charges remaining.
So not many lightning bolts left.
Well, so keep in mind that this is based on its total number of maximum charges. This is something that you would know. So, something that can have at most 10 charges, you would not get minor number of charges. You'd be told it has a tremendous number of charges if it had 10 charges. Whereas a wand with 10 charges would be like it's low charged or something at 10, or minor number of charges or something similar to that. So it all depends on the current versus the maximum.
You can get can the weapon be recharged like a wand?
You don't know that, and Identify does not reveal that. You would need to do spell research.
Right.
Okay, those are the 2 things from that. Let's see here. They was saying to go with a more powerful item since she has a powerful Identify. So I guess we would want to check out we'll try the golden axe thing.
Okay.
I'm
Do you
guessing.
drop in a golden axe or a silver axe?
That axe,
Ockar, write these down because I don't have the axe.
that axe has the power to create fire on command.
Nice. Very nice.
Another
Does it have
flaming
anything
weapon?
else?
Might not be the same thing. Might send out fireballs or something.
Try and will your axe into fire. Or
Maybe not. Maybe not when we're in the room with each other.
And
Yeah,
not
how
on the
about
ship.
we go through the rest of the Identify stuff
Alright.
first
Yeah.
before we start trying to figure out individual stuff. Okay, you got that, Ockar?
You want me to check the room?
No. Just write down, make a note that axe that you're using, because I didn't write that down because you said you took it. So, just make sure you write down.
I wrote down
fire.
special axe only Ockar can lift.
lawful. Can use.
And say use fire. It produces fire. Does it have anything else on it?
No.
No.
No
Okay.
combat ability?
The fire is a combat ability.
And I basically plan to claim this fire axe.
Next would be that sword that Lafdul picked up.
Short sword.
Short sword.
Short sword, yes.
It does have a
I have to
combat
draw-
bonus,
The sword has to be drawn out.
and it does not. But it can just be laid down and touched, and does not produce the fear effect. In addition, the identify spell reveals that it produces fear.
Gasp,
So it's just
what a surprise.
Just produces fear.
That's what the spell reveals.
No combat, no nothing.
No,
else
it
just
said that it has a combat bonus too.
that. Right, okay.
You got that written down, Lafdul?
I need a description of the actual item.
I'll give that to you after the game.
Alright, then I will. Get my...
The two-handed sword.
Give me a second. That just has a combat bonus. That has no other special properties.
How many 200 swords we got now? 2 or 3?
3.
One off Lizard King, one off the Sphinx, and one Higgimus side for God knows how long.
Yeah.
Which one was identified?
This was the one that the Lizard King had.
Oh.
Was that other trident of his magical?
It was also evil, yes.
Oh, that was the evil
Chaotic
one.
evil.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the one that we were pretty much going to destroy.
Yeah, probably. We gotta take it back to Brawl. Probably have a church thing.
I mean, you can
Well,
try to
take it to my
destroy it in
church.
other ways too.
Toss in the fire.
You don't have to wait. You can try to destroy it now if you want.
Yeah.
Toss it into the sun.
We are in a forge.
Yeah. Maybe
Or
Ockar could fire up the forge.
do we have one of those helms that consumes magic items?
No,
no,
would
you
that
do not.
be an evil act, knowing that it is sentient?
no, it's evil. Evil magic.
Even
item.
if it's evil, it's torture. Would that be classed as torture?
You don't know that one way or the other.
Okay. Should I have Leva identify that hammer or warhammer?
Actually, can we get the trident identified?
You can identify it to find out what it does.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't know anything about intelligent weapons, really. So,
If you
wanted
find
to
that it
try
can
to,
restore life,
if you wanted to try and find a
Okay.
way to keep the enchantment intact while
Expelling
eliminating
evil.
the intelligence, you could try that.
Oh, it's the intelligence that's evil.
Well,
Maybe.
it's the
Maybe.
personality attached to it.
Okay. Let's identify that warhammer
Sorry.
of Lodra.
Okay.
It objects to being identified.
It does
What
kind of ask you constantly while being identified to go off and fight evil undead. And let's see. Okay. It does have a combat bonus. It is specifically designed to combat undead.
Surprise, surprise.
It is also able to determine certain abilities, certain things, through divination magics.
Aha. I thought we could do something else.
Probably discern.
Yeah, well, I was wondering if it could spot undead.
Alright, okay, undead.
It is able to teleport its owner.
Wow.
Oh.
It is able to stop creatures in their tracks with a touch.
Incredibly powerful hammer.
Yeah.
We just find like a +4 weapon.
Finally, it has the ability to heal its wielder once per day.
We'll probably get a visit
heal.
from Jules soon.
Jesus
I mean,
Christ.
right now, this is Viradra's hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll still get probably a visit from Jules soon.
It is Ald's go-to way to steal items from our
No, it's
associates.
because of the way we played it
Happened
out.
once!
It is still your go-to way to steal items from people related to us.
Can't be a go-to if it happened once.
Yes, it can with
No,
you.
it can't. That's not a go-to.
Yes, it is. Shut up.
So, I think that's all the like powerful ones I can think off the top of my head that we haven't had identified yet. We got this banded armor. Wait, that was shaped like a for Lizardman, right? It wasn't shaped for.
Yeah, I mean, if you just want to give that over to the Lizardmen, let them keep it. You don't have to identify it.
Which one's that?
No, but if we tell them how powerfully magical it is, then it might add more collateral in the trade. Because if we're keeping this in theory, because we claimed it after killing, this is our treasure, not theirs necessarily. On this bit, because we're all sharing out the gold and gems, etc. We're not
Or
sharing
it
out the
can
stuff we killed.
go as a sign of goodwill.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is that the other trident? Would it work for lizardmen? Or will it only work for lizard kings?
This is the armor, not the trident.
Ah,
Armor.
sorry.
All right, I have no objection. We have banded armor for days.
No plate mail for days.
No plate mail for days though.
What's
Uh,
Braxon using?
I'm all right with it. We can't wear it.
Yeah, we're not lizardman shape.
Most people.
And like I said, it would be good diplomatic gesture.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine then.
Well, then, if there's nothing else of particular power that you want to focus on right now, why not just go in order of magic items that you have listed?
Yeah,
I do have that rod with that combat bonus. But
we want to get that dagger identified and those bolts.
Yeah, well, definitely those. But I mean, did you have you not had that thing identified before? Your wand?
I don't know. You gave it to me at some point.
Yeah. Did you have a card for it?
I don't have a
No.
information of it.
Higgimus would have had a card for it.
No, he does not have a card for it.
Right.
You got that? You got that from the kid.
Yeah, the one with the protection spells and combat bonus.
Did you get?
Okay, that's what we would have gotten it from. That's the information we would have gotten from it. Is that it has a charges or.
Yeah, if you don't have a general sense of the charges written down, then that's the only new thing that you're going to get from an identify.
There is something.
I mean, there's a lot of things left.
What about those gauntlets that Braxon is supposedly wearing that he keeps forgetting that he's wearing, so he might lose that, like the cloak?
Oh, yeah.
Did we identify those?
No.
Oh, we haven't? Okay, let's identify those.
Are these the gauntlets that you got from the Lizard King?
These steel gauntlets apparently dwarves make. These.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So yeah, then we're just going to go down through the list left.
Yeah, then
Right.
yeah, if that's in the list, then
Alright.
go through the list. If there's
Let's go down the list. I'm just trying to make sure there's people that are saying that they had things that weren't on our list. That's why I was
Oh.
wondering. All right. Okay, so we got the sword, the trident. We're not going to deal with because it's evil. Was the
Well, hang on,
the
at least-
skulls?
Find out what it does, because I think there is an argument to be made that if we can dispel the evil, then it might be worth keeping, depending on what it does. It might be a +4 trident for all we know.
Is touching it was bad, right? Just touching it.
Yes.
So we don't
Can
want
I-
to touch it. She would have
Could
to
I
tell
cast protection from
Yeah,
evil
do.
on her?
You
Or
could
something.
try that. It might help.
Yeah, I would prepare if she wants to identify. I would put the suggestion to identify it.
11.
Because do you want to try to identify it if I cast protection from evil on you? If she's even here.
Yes, okay.
I think that should be the last thing we identify.
Okay, let's do it.
I mean, you can cast more identify spells.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What interrupts an identify, so to speak? Significant damage or any damage or
Not necessarily. I mean, if you're willing to just take the damage, then that's not going to interrupt it.
yeah. I will.
All right, knock yourself out. Just do it. If you want
Wow.
Yep, let's do it.
Okay. Since this is happening in downtime, I'm not going to run through the amount of damage that you take, but you do take damage. You get healed, blah, blah, blah. But you do manage to identify it. So it does have a combat bonus.
This is the evil trident.
It makes the wielder immune to water-based attacks.
Nice.
Mm.
It also has power over the water of a creature it strikes.
Oh, so like their blood.
Basically, you strike a water elemental, you control the water elemental.
And it has incredible and varying protective powers by setting up a barrier around the user.
Oh, that's what we saw.
And that ends the
Yeah.
identify spell.
So, do they find out who can pick it up without getting hurt?
No, but
evil.
Right.
It is chaotic evil weapon, so
Fair enough.
you might have to speak with it first.
I'm
or
pretty
something.
sure Lafdul tried it, right? You tried to pick it up?
Yeah.
Okay, and let me see. Leva, you're chaotic good?
Yes.
All right, so that rules out the chaotic alignment, and none of you are evil, so
Yeah.
I don't think any
That's
evil
fine.
people that's probably would have lasted long.
you can
No,
draw a conclusion from that.
the only reason I asked is if it might have been a racial thing, and the lizard people here might have been able to use it without getting attacked by it.
yeah, but
Have
since
we
it's
got-
chaotic evil, it would most likely try to influence them.
Oh yeah. If it's chaotic evil, we probably want to get rid of it. But I was just checking.
I would
If
put
you
it
so
forward to
well,
the-
hold on, real fast. If you didn't tell them what happened when you picked it up, that would not be a good act. To trying to get them to pick it up to see what happens. If you
Yeah.
did tell anyone what happens when they pick it up, like, here, can you pick this up? By the way, we believe this might hurt you if you're not evil. Then they're not going to try it.
No.
Right,
If
I
Braxon-
understand that, but
Yeah.
that's like, so that is the only way to test it, and you have no other knowledge. Identify did not
Fair
reveal whether whether lizardmen in general can pick it up, and that's the restriction that I'm letting you know. So
Fair enough. Well, Braxon certainly wouldn't want friendlies getting hurt, but I'm just saying we were talking about destroying it, and if there was a chance that it could help the lizard men and protect them,
Well, we also
rather than be horrible and try and harm them, manipulate them.
we also talked about the chance of dispelling the evil from it
Yeah.
and leaving the other enchantments in there.
Yeah.
Well, it's intelligent, isn't it?
yes, it was shouting at you in some language that you don't know the entire time.
I think its alignment is like key to its personality. So if we
It was chaotic
Probably.
evil.
Probably.
Yeah.
I want to
Oh.
use tongues on it. Ideally.
Let's do that next week,
Yeah.
because you're going to be talking to the lizardmen anyway, and it's just better to wait until next week to do that.
Yeah.
if you want to do that.
One question.
Mhm.
What happens? What would happen if we put the two weapons together into one room?
They would blur each
They
other.
don't appear to share a common language.
Oh, what a pity.
You just translate for them. 5 times. Actually,
how about the
Dwarven
small?
hammer speaking Dwarven?
All right, can we get through the rest of this list? The small steel shield.
You need another identify spell.
Okay, I'll provide a pearl for Leva.
Okay. Let's see. Small steel shield. Give me a second.
I take it it's
Is it a
not
small
as
shield?
powerful as last time.
I thought it was a medium shield.
This is the exact text that Old gave me.
Small steel rimmed wooden shield. This is this is that you got this from the Lizard King.
Mm-hmm.
That has a protection bonus and nothing else.
Yay. There's no way to know if that's a +2, +3, sad times.
Nope.
Was that banded armor magical?
His banded armor was indeed magical.
Okay, but it's for Lizardmen, right?
Yeah. Specifically a 9-foot-tall Lizard King.
All right, well, in that case, I suggest we also give that to the Lizardmen.
Do you want to identify it for them?
Sure, why not?
Okay. The wearer of that armor is invisible to infravision.
Ooh.
Quite good ability.
Not really.
It also, of course, has a defensive bonus.
It's eventually all right.
It's only
So
good
that's-
if we fight at night.
Or
Wait,
underground.
But wouldn't it technically be constantly night in the void of space?
No.
Glass vial with opaque blue liquid.
That is a potion of extra healing.
Okay. Steel gauntlets. Dwarven make.
Those are apparently gauntlets that give you expertise in lances.
Really?
Something that Ockar would want.
Wow.
Because
Wait.
he wants to learn lances, don't you? You've got lances.
So what is it?
That's the one
Expertise in
Brax-
lances.
That's one Braxon's wearing, is it?
Mm-hmm.
So
Does it
it's
help you with your spear, though?
No.
Lance spear, no.
It's only lances.
There's a scroll. We don't need to use identify for scrolls, do we?
No, you don't. You need to use read magic.
Okay, so
I will say that you guys do that. Turns out that it's not a wizard scroll; it's a priest scroll. So, Lafdul or Solas prays over it to figure out what is on it, and it is a priest scroll at 10th level with the following spells: Call upon faith, animate dead, remove paralysis, abjure, animate dead monsters,
Oh.
and dispel good.
See, Lafdul doesn't have a problem with these spells. I
You
mean,
do
maybe
kind of have a
animate
problem
dead.
with the animation.
What does a dispel good spell actually do?
It can dispel good aligned conjured creatures and summoned creatures. Send them back to where they came from and stuff like
It'd
that.
be a way of expelling the good element from the hammer as well.
You would never do that, Lafdul, would you?
Would I? I've got no reason to, no.
Wand made out of the human fibula.
Okay, give me just a second. I'm going to just post the spells into Discord for you guys. One of you will need to decide who's got that. Solas
I
or
am not
Lafdul.
keeping that on the player list.
Well, it's a priest scroll. That should go to one of the priests.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm just saying I'm not keeping it on the player list.
All right, me and Solas can figure it out when he gets back.
okay. Let's see. That will end the identify spell, and it has the ability to create painful bone shards in the direction pointed by the wand. And it has a moderate number of charges remaining.
Does the identify reveal command words?
Nope.
Yeah, usually ones we have to research or ask various undead.
You do have a that was carried by the Lizard King, Priest King.
Sorry, what was carried by the
wand?
The one we just identified. Okay.
Yeah.
I will give another pearl to Leva.
Okay. All right, that is that.
You ready?
I suggest that we put some of those pearls at least into the group inventory, that the group pays for them, because these are items good for most people, and I don't think that one person should pay for them all.
That can be discussed later. How's that?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Iron Mace. Was that magical?
That was magical. And that mace is designed to combat magical creatures.
Probably.
It has a combat bonus, of course.
Probably dispel magic on hit.
By magical creatures, do you mean like basically everything that floats on the phlogiston isn't like a ship?
No, because the phlogiston is natural.
What
That
dragon
defense
counts
up.
a magical creature?
Maybe.
Pungent smelling bright green liquid. Ceramic jar.
That is a potion of the Corrosive Touch.
The corrosive touch.
Identify reveals it is a potion of the Corrosive Touch.
If any of us heard
So
of this.
does it
So-
act just like the wizard spell?
It lets you touch things and dissolve them. You do not know the
But
details
that-
until you actually use it.
You could be using break
Sorry.
locks and stuff.
The straight animal horn with a silver mouthpiece and banding.
Identify reveals that is designed to push people away with the force of sound.
Hello. Sounds like that could be as good as the whole blasting.
Could be, yeah.
I might be interested in that. I have another scroll.
Let me find it. Hold on a second. Okay, so that turns out to be a priest scroll. That has at 12th level, the spells of Addition, Control Temperature 10-foot Radius, Inverted Ethics, Selective Passage, Slay Living, Conjure Animals, and Hero's Feast.
Wow, so many spells in one scroll.
That you should probably be happy that they didn't use some of them on you.
Yeah, no, right?
The slay living and that.
That would
Yes.
have not been a happy day for
Just
someone.
little painful.
Yeah, we're very lucky.
Okay. Were any of those working tools, mining tools,
No.
magical?
Is it
How about
control? Oh, sorry, carry on.
how about the Mithril Warhammer? That's the one that Vladra got, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The statues weren't magical, right?
Nope.
Okay.
You have a suit of Lizardman plate armor.
Lizardman plate armor.
Mhm.
All right. Yeah, I guess we might as well figure out that for people, the
Alright.
lizard people.
That does have a defensive bonus. Nothing else special about it, though.
Okay. And that wouldn't be able to be morphed to a human or
No.
a Giff?
No.
Okay. Didn't think so, but I thought I would ask. Was any of that jewelry from the jewelry box magical?
Nope.
Was any of the jewelry magical?
No, nothing that you've picked up here.
The steel dagger with the pearl pommel.
That just has a simple combat bonus. No special powers. And the same thing with the bolts.
Okay. How about the golden ring with the? Oh wait, you said all the jewelry was was magical, right?
Correct.
Just going through everything else.
You got a suit of Lizardman splint armor.
Lizardman splint armor.
Yeah, this was on the bloatfly ship.
All right.
That allows the it allows wearer to wear it and fully move freely in water.
That's
Oh,
handy.
so Braxton could combine that with his helmet and become Aquaman.
Except he'd have to
Okay,
be a
what?
Lizardman.
Yeah, so it's just the bad part.
Yeah, we're probably
Sorry,
giving all the
Braxton, you
armor
won't
back to
be
them.
part of the Justice League. It's
I mean, if we find a sigil, I think they might be able to do something.
Yeah, maybe someone could turn Braxon into a lizard man or something.
well, you could get reincarnated into one if you end up dying.
But we're giving it back to the lizard people.
Okay.
Yeah, anything we
Am
can't
I missing
use.
anything old? I don't have exactly everything written down.
I don't believe so.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Were there any items that you wanted to check charges on then? You got a little bit of remaining on this.
I would like
Identify.
to get my Wonder Wonder recharged, re-examined. But
Okay.
that's only for no one else.
Well, first of all, you've used one charge on it. Did you have a...
Two
Two?
charges.
Okay, sorry, my bad. Did you have an evaluation written down before? What was
I
that?
think it was decent. Let me just.
I've used quite a lot of charges from
Decent
the
charges.
Wand of Fire.
Okay. I will say that there's a pretty good chance that just using two charges is not going to make a difference on a
Yeah, that's
reading.
fine.
I've used quite a lot of charges from the Wand of Fire.
Right.
Yeah,
So
there's
let
Wand of
me
Fire.
take a look.
I am clear about.
I mean, I've casted multiple fireballs and burning hands from it and firewall.
Okay. So you want that examined?
Yeah, to know if I need to recharge it.
It is indicating that it has an extremely low number of charges remaining.
Okay, so should recharge it.
Sorry, what
Yeah,
did
just
he
plug
have?
it into the wall,
Extremely
that'll
low.
recharge it.
Yeah,
Yeah, extremely low.
Oh, one charge.
low. Don't read too much into that. I mean, wands can have a maximum of 100 charges.
You just have like 10.
Yeah, it could be 10.
Sorry,
And
I'm
if
tired.
like, Fall of Fire uses 4 or something.
All right, any more?
Levers wand of magic missiles.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
But more than the wand of magic missiles, Lever would like to, if there's a possibility, recharge the.
this isn't recharging. This is just checking the number of charges remaining.
Oh, well, I
Yeah,
know how many remain of that one wand, but the wand of magic missiles, yes.
Yeesh.
Give me a second to find it. That also has an extremely low number of charges remaining.
What about the wand of paralyzation?
That has a low number of charges remaining.
Okay.
So next time
And
we go.
that wraps up that identify spell.
Next time we go to the brawl, I think I will recharge Wand of Fire.
Yeah, the nice
I will
thing
need
about
to see. I will need to know first how much the recharge costs. before I
Recharging is
recharge
not
any.
cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
But
a lot
this one
cheaper
of-
for you if you
You
have
being?
the spells available.
All right.
Oh.
Because you do not need to do the enchantment. You don't need to find new ingredients. You just need to cast the right spells, and it takes time. And there is
So I can,
there is always a chance that it fails.
So I can recharge it myself.
If you
Maybe after
have the spells available.
maybe after this adventure, we should probably take some downtime to do
Yeah.
spell research,
Yes.
spell charging, other things.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're done identifying stuff. Once we're done with this, Higgimus will present half the money that we found in coinage,
Okay.
plus those, was it 3 or 4 suits of armor?
3. You had 1 splint, 1 banded, and 1 plate.
Yeah, those. We'll present those to what's her name, Axis.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So just so you know, since you're giving up the armor, and of course that's not a big deal for you because you don't have any Lizardmen in the party. The Splint armor was +1. It actually transforms into solidified water when worn in an aquatic environment, which is pretty
Nice.
cool. But it also makes not the wearer, makes saving throws versus electricity at -2 penalty, so it's more likely to be destroyed. Let's see, where was it? The plate armor actually had a slight flaw in its construction. There was a 5% chance anytime the person got hit that they suffer double damage from that attack.
Oh, so it's like mine, except the mild plate armor would break if I got a crit.
Yeah, kind of. And the banded armor that the Lizard King was wearing was +4. So you know that whole thing about having trouble hitting him, it's because he had +4 armor
Yeah.
and the shield.
And you got around that, and you got around us getting it after we killed him by making it Lizardman.
It's not getting around it. I rolled up items, and it happened to be for a Lizard King. I mean, it was a Lizard King who had the items, so he wasn't exactly going to have human plate armor or banded armor or whatever.
Yeah.
So, let's go ahead and do some experience. I need to calculate out some
Yay.
for Lafdul. Give me just a second. Because you did use thief skills.
Does Lafdul get bonuses for getting rid of cliffs of...
Yeah, I'm
Stuff.
using my skills to overcome. Not the ones I dispel, though.
No, but I was one... Because, I don't know. I don't know whether you get that from being a priest or a thief or whatever.
No, anything that furthers my ethos They get XP for. Same
Okay.
with Solas. Like Solas collecting knowledge, restoring books and stuff, and teaching people you get XP for. I get stuff for causing mischief and mayhem. And,
I can't see Braxon getting much this week.
I think I only want. Yeah, the items. I really only want the axe.
Yeah, you'd want the gauntlets, right? Because you use lances.
I should get.
Well, I can't get the gauntlets because I'm already loaded up on items.
You'll just have to give something to this church.
Yeah,
I should get extra money, or not money, XP for slaying Lafdul's lockpick.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I don't really feel.
1 point of XP for Lafdul's lockpick.
I don't really feel strongly about having the gauntlet, so I'll just sell them.
Okay, so that is going to be 300 experience points each. Sorry, Higgimus, 301.
Wow. I'm insulted.
And Lafdul, an extra 691 for your thief.
691.
Nice. So Braxon doesn't get any XP for checking underneath every bed and the.
So
No.
how much XP was it again?
300.
Okay. Was that less than last time? Okay.
I don't know.
One day, someone watching is going to work out everything and work out distribution curves and all sorts of weird, nerdy stuff.
I've not been doing.
Yeah, no, I don't think someone watching sometime in the future is going to do that because there aren't that many people watching.
Oh wow! Look at this. So filling out the prime requirement for XP total thing, it made a decimal point 10 spots back.
It does that
It does
occasionally. It does that occasionally.
Yeah.
It's
I just dropped that.
Yes, it's a bug. I'm pretty sure it's a bug. They probably use old Pentium processors to do their math.
Well, actually, it's. I noticed that I'm using my own. Just copied the figures over there. Mine has that too.
Wait, why would they use a Pentium? Isn't that like really, really old?
It's the percentage part. It's the percentage part that adds the 0.1.
The old Pentium processors had a math problem.
No, well, I've got a fraction of XP because you gave me 0.05 XP for doing something, and I'm taking that.
Okay, so I don't care.
Oh, loads of XP for my thief, but like nil. like
After like 10 years, it's going to add up to 1 XP.
I had
Don't
at
think it
one
will.
point something, but since I have plus 10% to each of my classes, it eventually basically got to.
Yeah, tiny fractions of XP, you can drop those. It's okay. You're not going to suffer.
No.
Anyway, thank you guys for playing. We'll be back next week with a hopefully fairly quick interrogation of some corpses. You don't get to say that all that often, do you? Followed by either going up or going down.
Thanks for the game.
We're going downtown.
Thanks
Down,
for
down
having
to
us
Goblin Town.
find a holy egg on Easter. It's as if that was planned.
Isn't that tomorrow? It doesn't count.
Well, it's the nearest game to Easter.
But it's also actually, if I remember correctly, today is my 9-year anniversary on YouTube.
Hey, congrats.
Oh,
Congratulations.
congratulations.
I think my first video went up on the 11th of April 2011. I'd have to go back and double check. But
Are you gonna
Oh,
celebrate?
I'm going to check right now.
No.
We need a video of AuldDragon reacting to his first video.
Yes, we need to do that.
So, Lafdul, ignore the first two, which may not actually show up for you because those were up a long time ago and they had nothing to do with LPs.
Oh, you want your
Either
Explosive
he
Radiance.
reacts to his first video where he does a live stream of him playing the
15th of
very...
April.
first game he LP'd.
Oh, really? 15th?
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay.
2011. That's probably where you got them mixed up.
What was
Yeah.
that? Pool of Radiance?
It's 15.
Yeah.
So Wednesday. Oh well. I guess another stream will be the anniversary. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone.
You can live stream Pool of Radiance.
I could, but I have
I'd
XCOM.
watch that. I know.
Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll be back next week. See you then.
Thanks, everyone.
See ya.
Bye.